Chapter 7, Mishnah 2. In addition to the Todah, two other offerings were accompanied with a variety of loaves. One was the Miluim, the offerings brought when Aaron and his sons were inaugurated as Kohanim. The other is the Nazirus offerings, brought by a Nazir upon the completion of his term of Nazirus. The Mishnah details how the loaves of those offerings differ from the Todah loaves. The loaves of the Miluim offerings would be brought in the same manner as the three types of matzah loaves that were part of the Todah offering, namely chalas, rikikim, and revucha. The loaves of the Nazirus offering will be brought as two parts, i.e. 2/3 of the matzah portion of the Todah offering, that is 10 loaves each of chalas and rikikim, but it did not have revucha. Thus the Nazirus loaves were made of 10 Jerusalem cobs of flour, which in the wilderness measure equals 60 sarons, and the additional amounts, that is 2/3 of an isaron. The Mishnah now returns to its discussion of the Todah offering. We have learned that 4 types of loaves, 1 of chametz and 3 of matzah, were brought along with the Todah offering, 10 loaves of each type. The Mishnah now describes what was done with those loaves. From each of them, the 4 types of loaves, the Kohen would take 1 out of 10 as terumah, as it is stated in Vayikra, chapter 7, verse 14. He shall offer from it 1 of each bread offering as terumah to Hashem, to the Kohen. This teaches that from each offering, that is, from each type of bread, 1 loaf is separated and designated as terumah. The verse teaches a number of other details of this law as well. The word 1 implies wholeness, teaching that he may not take a broken loaf as the terumah, only a whole one. From the phrase of each bread offering, we learn that the number of all 4 types of loaves of the bread offerings must be equal, that is, 10 loaves of each type, so that he should not take terumah from one type of bread offering for another one. That is, the phrase of each bread offering teaches that the loaf must be separated only for its own type. It follows that each offering must have an equal amount of loaves, for otherwise, when he is taking terumah from one type of bread offering, he would be taking terumah for another one. The verse concludes, to the Kohen who throws the blood of the shalamim shall it, the terumah, belong. This means that the 4 terumah loaves are given to the Kohanim who are serving in the Beis Hamikdash, and the remainder of the bread offering is eaten by the owner.